Alright, welcome back to the paint shop. So we're going to give you a walk round today, show you a bit what's going on, explain a few things obviously. So we're doing really well with the RS1600. So here are the quarter panels, all finished in our Novel for classic car hybrid anti-corrosive epoxy. So we've done these inside ready to fit on the car. So that's that done. That's there done. Now the door skins, we took the skins off because it was having new skins on. Let me show you the back of these. Sorry about that. Right, so we've epoxied all these as well, ready for the skins to go on. We've got to do some repair work along the bottom of these first, as you can see. So we'll get them all repaired and the new skins on. This one's the same, you know, there's a piece missing completely off of this one, so yeah, there's a fair bit of work to do to them. But you know, the way we do these like this will never rust again. There was nothing like this ever done when they left the Ford factory, so you know, that's a real sort of upgrade for the future in rust prevention. There you go. This is the little 911 turbo Porsche that we've just painted the front end of this because it had a load of stone chips on it. So that's looking really nice. All back together now. Someone's coming to recover this car because it's going away to have some work done to it. So yeah, they're going to come and collect it and take it away to have some stuff done. Right, so back in the workshop, I'll show you what's going on in here. The RS2000, just carrying on with it. We noticed, because if you notice the exhaust on the wrong side, and it had a cutout over here, so we welded that up and deleted that, got rid of that. So this really now is ready for some epoxy and then into polyester spray filler. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. A little bit of levelling up through the bottom, you can see we're doing at the moment, but lots of body work. There's, you know, just hours and hours of work. Right, so the RS1600, as you can see, we've got a lot of the welding done now, making some good progress on it. For some reason I thought we had the slam panel here for it, but it turns out I didn't, so that should be delivered today or tomorrow. So we're just waiting on that so we can get the front completed. So as you can see, we're just working on getting the rear seat brace in, the firewalls all back together. You know, we've got to go around, clean it all up and grind it up, but it's looking really nice. The tunnel cover for the gear stick exit, that's gone in as well. So really pleased with its progress. As you can see, we've got the rear scuttle panel on there, that's really nice. We've had all the quarters on, you know, we've had them all on, all gapped up with the boot on and everything, so we know it's all good. That's why we've epoxied all this, epoxied all the quarters, and then they can go together with some weld through zinc spray on all these edges. So you know, when the car's done, we put loads of wax oil in anyway, and the wax oil really is what keeps the weather, because it don't matter how much of this you do, there's always some burning going on when you weld these surfaces together. So that's where, you know, eventually the wax oil comes into play. But it's looking really good, really pleased with it. One thing I didn't show you, these are the door skins off of this car. So this car is actually maize yellow, the colour of it. So we've finished all the backs of the new door skins. This is our Novel Cobra, so the tintable version. So they're all good and ready. Once I showed you, obviously you've seen the doors and the repairs we've got to do. So this goes on the bulkhead, and this is actually the support bracket for the brakes, master cylinder bolts to this. But this little plate that was on there, you can't really see it, but it's really rusty and perforated, so we've taken that off and Paul's just made a new one to weld on there. Just another little thing, but all these things just add up and take loads of time to do, you know. So we've got loads of footage of Paul carrying on with the welding on this week. We've just ordered a few bits for we've just bought this new second hand to us, this spot welder, and we've ordered a couple of new parts for it, and we're waiting for them to turn up. So we're quite excited about getting that up and running, because it'll help us out no end on these jobs. So yeah, like I say, we're going to run some footage of Paul doing the welding. Not quite sure how much of it there is, but like I say, we'll put together what we've got of Paul carrying on with this, and I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you very soon in the next one.
Right guys, welcome back to the channel. Little update on the RS1600. So Friday afternoon managed to get this wheel tub welded in, and this morning I've ground it up. Was it this morning or did I do it Friday? Don't know, I can't remember. But we've got a wheel tub in, and as you can see, we have got an oval hybrid anti-corrosive primer on the inside of the framework, which I've done today. So we've got 2 coats of that on. Make sure we get plenty on there. And been having a little grind up round the back. Before I put the wheel tubs in, I managed to get all the plug welds in this rear area on the boot floor, ground them all down. It's just easier to do it before I put the tub in, basically. I've also got the other side done as well, because the tub on the other side has gone in today. All the welds ground down, and this framework on this side has anti-corrosive primer on it. Again, 2 coats, plenty on there to protect it. And also, I've been having a little bit of a grind up around the front, just grind out some of these welds, because if you leave it so that you've got the whole car to do all the grinding, it takes forever. Whereas if you do it a bit at a time, it just makes it a little bit easier. Not so much grinding in one go. So my next plan was to try and get this rear bulkhead back in. Goes behind the rear seat. But before I do that, I needed to pick off from the old boot floor the mounting, which goes in here for the shock absorber mounting frame. So I have been doing that. So this is the old chunk of floor which we saved. As you can see, it's had a few repairs in the past. So there's a mounting section that was mounted on this side, which I had an issue trying to get a few of the spot welds out, so I just ended up chocking it with a grinder to get it off. But it is now, I've had it in the vise, cleaned it all up, got all the old metal work off of it. And this is the section. Again, the inside of it was pretty rusty, so I've spent, as you can see by the state of the floor, a little bit of time cleaning it up with a belt sander, a wire wheel. There is a bit of stop go on that, which I'm sure will get added to this. So yeah, more of our anti-corrosive primer to tidy it up, hold the rust at bay, as it were. Plenty of plug welds to put back in it, but they are the original holes, or the original spot welds that I had to drill out to get it out. So and obviously on there you've got the little brackets, one at each end, and there's one in the middle that he's holding in the vice with at the minute. These are the mounting points for the rear bulkhead section that I wanted to put back in. Not sure whether I'll get this put back in today. Might have to leave it for this primer to dry. I'll go and find something else to grind. But yeah, that's where we're at the minute, pretty much. Still got some grinding on this side to do. So yeah, got a couple of these bits in as well. I think I did this on Friday. So there's a reinforcer plate, goes inside the tunnel for the seatbelt mountings. This is where the stalks bolt on, and this one is the bracket underneath, which is for the handbrake. They were all removed from the old transmission tunnel, but I cleaned them all up. They've all been painted with weld through primer before I put them back on. So yeah, still got a transmission top to put in, which is the reason we wanted to keep with the original one is obviously for the gear stick hole. That's been modified, as you can see. There's a bit of the old underneath it, so that's why we went with this one. So this has been removed from the old trans tunnel as well. It's in good condition, there's nothing wrong with it, as you can see. That's why we wanted to keep it, because it's been modified. So that's what we did. We've got a bit of the brake, the pedal box reinforcer that needs to clean up on the inside, but that will go back on. And obviously the transmission tunnel strengthener, that will go back in as well, because that's been modified slightly for the gear stick hole. So yeah, that's why we kept them bits. Yeah, so there you go. I'll put you back on time lapse and we'll carry on. some more welding yesterday. Managed to get, I had to pick it apart first, but I've picked it apart previously. The rear suspension shock absorber mounting bar, which is now welded in, and also I've got the bulkhead welded back in, and little tabs for the rear seat, both of those are reinstated. Still need to have a bit of a grind up, clean it up a bit, and also I've been working on the top for the transmission tunnel. So this was a little bit rusty, so I've been having a bit of a clean up around the edges, getting it ready for welding it back on. But I found the reason we kept this in the first place is because of the location of the gear stick hole, which obviously it's been altered from the factory. But we've got this little bit on the back, which I don't know whether to cut it off or not. I know this car's not very original anymore, judging by the amount of panels that we've put on it, triggers, broom and all that, but it's still an RS1600, and this is still a bit that was done in the Ford factory, or the ABO plant, wherever it was done, not sure. So I don't know whether to keep that little bit in there. I mean, it obviously didn't hinder the gear lever before. I don't know whether to chop it out or not. Be interesting to see what you lot think in the comments, maybe, if you have an opinion. But yeah, there you go. So yeah, let's get it. I'm going to put some, been cleaning up, it's a little bit rusty in there, but I've had a good old grind up in there. I've been in there with a wire wheel and a strip and clean disc to clean it up. So the rest of it will get done once it's welded on the car. But yeah, let me know what you think on that little bit. I will mention it to Gavin as well when he gets back. But yeah, be interesting to know what your thoughts are. There you go. I'll go and get on with welding it in the car. More soon.